Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I wanted to make a video today talking about the reason why you may have potentially experienced an increase in sales on what I would kind of call mid-tier websites like Redbubble, Zazzle, Amazon even, print-on-demand sites essentially. Why you may have potentially increased your sales or noticed an increase in sales recently. And what it comes down to potentially, and obviously you would have to really track this to find out. Not everybody is going to experience this, but what it comes down to is Google. And Google actually is introducing and have introduced in the last 90 days the Google Merchant Center. And Google Merchant Center has actually existed for maybe about 6 to 9 months in its new form called Google Merchant Center Next. And basically what it is you can link products on your website so that they're more shoppable. In fact, Google Merchant Center Next was created because not too recently, I think maybe close to a year ago, the Google was actually held in a court of law stating that it was creating an unfair advantage for certain advertisers. And in order to level the playing field, they had to come out with a product that allows people to get noticed or get seen, not just through advertising. So if you're familiar, this section right here is a sponsored section. Anybody who pays for ads for their designs or for their products gets seen. It doesn't matter what you should search. So I searched for here Dragon Shirt as a simple example, and all of these guys here who are advertising this kind of stuff are paying for ads to get this seen. So for example, if the ad costs $2.94 a click, it's all based on a bidding war, right? And if you have a print-on-demand store, you've probably been involved in some of these bidding wars before. And the way it works is you set up a maximum bid and you let the computer kind of do its thing. You set up a budget and it will go ahead and outbid other competitors, and your product will be seen. Sometimes it's your design. But if you belong to some of these platforms like Redbubble, like Amazon, like Etsy, like Zazzle, sometimes that they will take the design and submit it in Google Merchant Center Next. And the design will actually appear sometimes here, and it will also appear here. And these are not paid sponsored placements. These are just simply through organic search. And Google has been making some changes, I would say very comfortably within the last 16 months, to really make sure that they're not only competing but outpacing their competition. If you're familiar with Google Search, has a competitor, Bing, which took a lot of attention in the past few months because they've paired with GPT. Now, that's a whole different conversation on its own, but Google has integrated now AI within its search browser. I don't have it here on this browser. I have it on a different browser because this is an incognito browser. But the point here is that Google, based on the AI, will now not only use these results, but it will use its own AI kind of understanding, and it will recommend other products. The point that comes to all of this, and why you might have seen an increased sales, some sales in your businesses recently, is these platforms like Redbubble, like Amazon, have taken some of the products and have submitted them to this Google Merchant Center. And with Google Merchant Center, and Google Merchant Center has existed for a while, more than a year, but it's recently, like I said, created these kind of free features. When I say recently, it's been a number of months, so put that into consideration, where now these organic results show the products as listings on Google. So, for example, if somebody searched for a Dragon Shirt and you happen to sell on Merch by Amazon, your design could be seen in this section here, along with many other designs for sale, of course. And Redbubble is one of them, TeePublic is one of them, and so on. And so your designs or your product can be seen here, even if you are effectively a contractor for these companies, which that's exactly what we are, right? We're contractors with at-will contracts, could be terminated at any moment. But the point here is that that's a potential of why you may have seen it. And remember, guys, when we talk about print on demand, there are two reasons why you're going to get sales. First, you have to have traffic, and second, the design has to be pleasing to the consumer, right? So this solves that very first problem, which is traffic. It helps aid that. Now, some of you might be asking, well, what's the way that I can improve my visibility? How can I get more traffic? Well, you just simply create designs about what people are searching for. Now, it's not always going to work in your favor. Of course, that's logical. You're not always going to get some attention and sales and traffic, but you could do your absolute best. And we've spoken about this in the SEO Redbubble tagging course. If you're not sure where to get that, you could just go over here, head over to autopilotpassiveincome.com, go over Redbubble courses, Redbubble tag course. Not only does it include tagging, but it includes SEO, keyword research, all that kind of cool stuff. And if you want to see more about the lessons, they're all kind of listed here and so on. So it's all there. But at the end of the day, that's kind of why you're potentially getting more sales. Some people, like I said, may have not noticed it, and that's probably because either A, their products were not nominated on these sites, or B, maybe their products have not been searched for as much because the title of their products doesn't ascertain or pertain to, ascertain is not the right word, but pertain to what that individual was searching for. So if you just typed in like a random title for your product on Redbubble and you hope that it was seen, it's probably not going to be seen because it has to be seen. In order for it to be seen, it has to be searched or exact word term search through Google, which helps obviously the increase of being seen. And once again, this is not a paid section here. This is a free, organic, curated section. And the results can change over time. So if I refresh the page, these results can potentially change. I'm not sure how Google selects what comes up. I know that Google has, because I have an e-commerce store that's actively using this, and we get about 4,000 impressions a day. But I know that there are different designs or different, let's just say products, not just designs, picked on based on the website's history, the reviews, the purchases, the policies on that website, like the refund policies, things like that. And they're more likely to be put in front of the consumer using what's referred to as a scorecard. Once again, if you just like Google Merchant scorecard, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. You obviously have to have a merchant account, which all of these big sellers do. And that's kind of how they do it. So hopefully this video kind of give you some insight as to why you actually might be getting more sales during this past season, in case if you did. You know, you may have not everybody is the same, but you know, that's a big determinant, especially because Google's actually helping the little guy more often now. I see a lot of people worried about the future of AI with Google and things like that. But for me, with the way that I set up my personal businesses, I only see this as a benefit, and I see this as a bigger opportunity to make more money, which I spoke about in the other channel, but I'll leave that where it may. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.